everybody, this is Dan with Audivore. I'm a composer for film and television, and I decided to create the hybrid sound design instrument that I've always wanted. Something with great sounding samples, great sounding presets, with a user interface that lets you shape sounds intuitively, but also allows you to experiment with a wide range of tools to create never before heard sounds that feel unique to you. No mysteries, no deeply hidden controls, just expressive, world-class results without interrupting your creative flow. So I put together a team of talented musicians, sound designers, and developers to create Terrastrate. We recorded and designed 500 sound sources. We created 375 presets. Our engine functions as a sampler, a granular synthesizer, and a pulse maker. And the goal was to thread the needle between usability, versatility, and variety, to have it sound great right out of the box, to have controls that give you creative and musical results. I'm super excited to share it with you guys, so let's jump right in. We have 4 pages: performance, sample grain, mod matrix, and FX controls. Select the question mark on any of these pages to pull up an in-depth splash text, or hover over any control for info text at the bottom of the Kontakt window. The performance page features the performance controller controlled by your mouse or mod wheel. On this page, you access sounds and basic controls for the A and B side, including volume, attack length, and release length. All 4 pages share the dashboard with a master bipolar filter, bipolar EQ, FX chain, delay, reverb, and a master volume control. To select snapshots, make sure the camera icon is selected in the Kontakt header. You'll find all the presets and templates organized into folders in the drop-down menu. There are 2 ways to select sound sources. You can quickly scroll through samples with the left and right arrows, or click the sample name to access the drop-down menu. Those are all organized and labeled with prefixes. We start with design sounds going from tonal to atonal. Then we have a series of recorded analog synth and organic sounds. These prefixes include pad, complex textures, soundscapes, atmospheres, synth sources, bass, flutes, bowed glass, guitars, keys, mallet, bowed metals, strings, vocals, and a series of pitch bends. You can also drag and drop any audio wave file. Terrastrate will automatically read the file's pitch, but you can change the sample route if needed. That brings us to the sample grain page, which displays in-depth sample and loop controls towards the top and grain controls in the middle. We have 3 playback modes for each side of the instrument. Granular poly is great for pads and drones. Granular mono tends to work well for pulses. And we have a regular sample playback mode as well. The position knob controls the sample start position. Motion controls the speed of the sample playback. The start and end loop controls are separate from the position start cursor, so you can start the playback position outside the bounds of your loop. The 2 main grain controls are density, the frequency of grain playback, and size, the length of the grains. Fade in and out controls the attack and release length of each grain, and adds to the size controller length. All of these durations can be tempo synced, which is great for creating pulses. The grain jitter section randomizes the position, panning, density, size, and volume of each grain. The 5 knobs are controlled by the master jitter knob. Now let's take a look at our mod matrix page and dive into the power of modulating controls in Terrastrate. The matrix displays the parameters on the left, a slider to control positive and negative depth, and a selector for 5 automated and 4 user-controlled modulators on the right. These controls are mirrored around the interface knobs on our dashboard and sample grain page. And you can also control the mod selection and depth right from the knob. Aux modulators scale the depth of the main mod. The modulators section contains our sequencer, LFO, and random modulators. These modulators have built-in presets, but you can also draw your own shapes in. The mods all have multiple trigger modes: note, song, and the LFOs have one shot, which functions as an onset envelope modulator. The FX Controls page gives us control over the individual effects chain controlled by the FX knob, delay knob, and reverb knob. The FX slots each have a series of options for effect type, delay type, and reverb convolution. The dashboard also holds our 4 additional user-controlled modulators. You can assign these or any knob to a CC automation by right-clicking. So that's our brief overview of Terrastrate. Comment below if you have any questions about the instrument or any questions in general on Kontakt, synth modulation, granular synthesis, or any requests for features for future updates of the instrument. We're here to help you make great music, so we're happy to hear from you. You can check out more at audivore.com, and we'll see you on the next one.